What's up? Good evening, lads and lasses. It is I, the one and only Suave Beardson, back again for another, let's see here, this is part 4 now of Death Stranding 2 on the beach. And, see, I'm trying to remember where I was at here in this story because not much of it's making sense. So we did rescue a kangaroo. We played Sam Irwin, kangaroo hunter, and saved a kangaroo from a fucking meteor shower. We also got hooked up with Rainey, who, you know, has the opposite of timefall effect. And did some other stuff. So one thing that I am going to try to get done today is I do want to get this monorail connected at least through here. I only need 40 resins for that. 640 resins, 720 special alloys, and 100 crystals for that. And another 640, 720, and 400 for that one. But the thing is like the animal shelter, they've got, you know, a decent amount of resins. Rainey's shelter has some materials that we're probably... She's obviously not going to use them. She's on the Magellan. And then there's also Rainbow Valley right here I can steal some resources from. So I believe my next order is taking me from here back to West Fort Knott. So I might take the long way around to get there and take all the resources from these places on the way there for the monorail system. And I also might even raid these guys' camp because they've got quite a bit of stuff. And the one time I went in there, I didn't do any of that. And as a matter of fact, I've got the cargo thing on there now. And what I can actually do is I can probably craft the gun as well, and that'll make raiding these guys much, much easier. So we're going to do that too. So we've got a heavy machine gun, the sticky cannon, and 2 battery units on this here off-roader. Just going to take all the stuff. And where was I? What do I have on my back? A tar cannon and ceramics. Okay, well, I don't need to carry the ceramics with me. I still have 240 special alloys in my off-roader. My boots are looking a little rough, too. So, let's go ahead and... let's go ahead and offload these ceramics, because I don't think I'm going to need those anytime soon unless I'm going for road building. And we'll recycle our boots, too. What you know about them boots? And, let's see, because I unlocked some more, yeah, the combat boots. So let's take those. Actually, give me 2. That way I can equip 1 pair. Yeah, let me carry my boots in my hands. We'll put those on, and then we'll actually attach these to my boot clip. So we got some boots. Now, before we take off, got the day. I didn't forget about the day. I hope you got yourself a beverage as well to enjoy while we spend some time together. Oh, I gotta accept the order. I forgot to do that. Take on the main order at the distribution center. So I actually gotta leave here anyway. The distribution center is there.
So you made it out okay. Those tremors were intense, but we're doing fine here. I think West Fort Knott got the worst of it, though. Your cargo has already been prepared. If you could deliver it to West Fort Knott as quickly as you can, that'd be great. We need to support each other at times like these. So pick up the priority order from the...
Oh, this is going to be timed. So there goes my whole plan of, you know, stopping at some of the other places on the way there. This is so much for that plan. Deliver all aid packages and chiral printer parts to F1. And recover aid packages lost during delivery to cities is a standard order. I'll take that order on too, because I'm more than likely going to be coming back this way anyway, because I've already connected all of these areas, so I'm probably going to be driving right back through here, and I'll just pick it up whenever it's convenient. Alright, there's that. Maybe this isn't timed. But this is taking up quite a bit of space in my off-roader, so I should probably just go straight here, offload that, and then I can get this stuff on the way back.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Can I actually see the cargo capacity of my truck? It says I'm at 45%. I'm assuming that means you know, my vehicle. So I do have my assault rifle and my handgun still. This doesn't look like it's going to be timed. So let's go on a ride. Sweet. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about the indicator lights on the back of the truck. That show you how full your inventory is. I know these guys are waiting on my aid, but I'm taking a detour. Y'all live. What would you do if it weren't for me? You'd survive, one way or another. I got a fragrant sun candle. Because that's what we need to be worried about in times like these, is fragrant sun candles. Chemicals? Don't tell me this thing ain't gonna pick up resources. Okay, there we go. Gonna need those special alloys. Hey, pick up the thing.
Gotcha.
See how good this gun is. Abacho. I'm just basically driving around in a tank now. Superman punch. Hey, shoot the guy. Oh, I know there was a post box. Yep, right there. You know, as cool as this, like, sticky cannon is, I have a feeling it's going to irritate me. Because it's going to pick up a bunch of shit I don't want. Like, it'd be nice if I had the ability to determine what I want to pick up and what I don't. So, negative review on Steam for that. And it doesn't pick up chiral crystals, so negative review on Steam for that too. We'll just take everything. Trank grenade launcher. Is there any other post boxes in here? There is. There's one more over there. There's some other lost cargo in here too, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. My battery's starting to get low. Ooh, resins. Gonna need those. Okay, well, I guess I'm not gonna be able to take everything. Guess my truck's full. I'll figure everything else I can recycle. Okay, so now I need to go this way. Might actually have to build another generator today. Be the second of this playthrough so far. First one in Australia.
You mind?
Fluffy pajamas. Yep. In a world where you got flying tar whales and, you know, gigantic mechs coming up out of the ground, we need our fluffy pajamas.
Nice.
Timefall resistant paint. Deliver the fluffy animal plushie and security sensor. That's what you guys get.
Hey, thanks for coming. One moment, what? Is this cargo what I think it is? Wow, you're the greatest.
Yeah, because you guys just wouldn't be able to survive without that stuff, I know.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Faster order preparation. Reduces the time standard orders spend on standby. Ooh.
That's that then.
Alright. Now let's get rid of some of this other stuff. Yeah, I don't feel like I need the floating carrier right now. And, actually, this can go... Those can go in my utility pouch, probably. Ladders, climbing anchors. 1 PCC. I'll keep the special alloys. But you guys can have all of this. How are metals non-recyclable? Oh, I'll exceed their storage capacity. Okay. I don't see how that's possible, because they only they... Oh, they're already full. Okay, I get it. Well... Let's see. Now, I want all of these. All of your resins. And all of your special alloys. And now we go to Rainbow Valley.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route.
You know, for half a second, I was like, this place looks mighty fine for a place that got, you know, that just endured a meteor shower. But yeah, I forgot then, you know, rainy was a thing and just, you know, restored everything back to its previous state. So we've got a nice, lush jungle again. And a couple dead dolphins.
Took that one.
I picked up some lost cargo for the animal shelter. I think I'm just going to drop that here. Y'all are close enough to deliver it to each other. Because I kind of don't feel like going back to the animal shelter right now. Timefall resistant paint, sun candle, soft tissues, and porcelain vase. I'm glad I risked my life for this shit.
We didn't think we'd ever get this, but here you are, surprise gift in hand. I believe this data could be of use to you.
A solar generator, device that uses solar power to charge Sam's battery. Okay. Something that I can actually use. Lit.
We're increasing the amount of materials allocated for your
Good,
use.
I'm getting ready to take it
Make
all.
the most of it. The data I'm sharing with you is for a solar... It could be a real lifesaver. Try it out.
Okay. Entrust cargo. Yeah, you can have the fluffy pajamas and the crypto biote breeding kit. You know what? You can have those two.
Transporting this cargo is appreciated. The delivery will be assigned to another porter.
And let's offload these metals now. So that's taking up storage space. Actually, you know what? Let me actually store the resins and special alloys in here. At least some of it, because then I can just get bigger containers instead of having a bunch of smaller ones. There we go. Oh, and you still have crystals. Well, give me those too. Thanks, my guy. Now, let's see here. I should have done this at the animal shelter. Do you have anything worthwhile to deliver? No. Okay, and I am at 67% capacity in my truck. And Rainey's facility is right across the river here. Oh, I was going to fabricate one of those solar generators, and I forgot.
You're mine.
Apparently I can still deliver stuff and pick up lost cargo for Rainy's shelter even though she's not here anymore. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, I'm delivering it to the birds. I got 97 likes from the birds.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I've got one more space. Oh, okay. I guess I have more spaces. Claim materials. Yeah, I'll take all of those. All of those. And all of those. Now, the next stop should be West Fort Knott.
Commencing route creation. Delivery.
Battery's gonna be dead like real soon. Now, I'm pretty sure. Yep, right there. Reserved for the Magellan. What are you talking about? Oh, is this like... Is that like where the DHV Magellan will sit or something? Because I'm like, why in the hell can I build this thing?
Done and done.
It's probably because if I fast travel over here to like this guy's location, then the DHV Magellan will park right there. There's probably certain areas that park, so I can't build anything there. Alright, off we go.
Let's get going. Snag.
You know what? I'm close enough. I'm going to leave the boost on. And I think I have another PCC unit anyways. No, I don't. Well, we'll boost for a little while. Might be about time to add some more batteries to my vehicle. Oh, cool. 320 resins. I need those. $49,000 people here, and not one of them can do a damn thing.
Almost there.
I've been waiting for you.
'I got your stuff.
We just got hit by a massive quake. I was afraid you might have got hurt out there. Or worse. Anyway, I'll check your cargo.
An A rank.
Cargo looks
Because
to be
I
in
got
decent enough
6%
shape.
damage on
It's
my
good to
stuff.
see. Found some of our missing stuff, did you? It feels as though we're always leaning on you for support. Please allow us to return the favor with this data.
Level 2 floating carrier can be used as a mode of transport. This version can be loaded with up to 900 kilos of cargo, far outperforming its level 1 predecessor. I think the first one I could load with 300.
Just wanted to let you know that we're increasing the amount of materials you can withdraw.
Cool, I'm taking all of it.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Thank you so much. We should be able to get our chiral printer in working order now. I've never felt tremors like that before, not even when the tar currents were acting up. It makes me pretty concerned about other folks living nearby. But at least the monorail you patched up seems to be none the worse for wear. Hey, out of curiosity, have you restored any of the other large mines? They'd be a great source of materials if you were ever in need.
Yeah, if only I had, you know, unlimited amounts of crystals. Let me just go fight some tar whales, you know, to get more of him.
There are a few large mines in the northern part of the continent, not far from where you'll find North Fort Knot. Or where you used to be able to find it, I should say, before it was wiped off the map by a void out. As for the mines, no one knows if they were obliterated too. But if you happen to be headed that way, you might want to see if they're still around. You've been such a big help to us. Rest assured, our staff will see that everyone gets their share of the aid packages you delivered. A lot of people are going to be singing your praises before too long. Best of luck to you with everything.
Thanks for all your hard work. Everything there seems to be in order. But one cannot help but wonder what other facilities were affected. Anyway, you can pick up your next order from the F2 South Distribution Center. This one's a rescue mission, Sam. Someone's been taken hostage by the armed survivalists, and we need you to extract them to safety. The survivalists have been known to kill people, so you'll want to take extra care when preparing for this one. Oh, and it seems the tar currents have finally stabilized. So the Deirdre Magellan should be able to travel without issue. Call us if you need us.
Time to
Alright,
start
son.
dropping
Good
bodies.
luck.
You know, the thing is, though, is it's like, okay, I'm right here now. So it's like, okay, now go all the way back here to the F2 South Distribution Center to take your next order. Why can't you just give me the sumbitch here? Well, on our way back there, we can finish building the monorail system. So that's something. And actually, recharge our battery while we're at it. I will take all 2,400 of those. Ooh. Take all of those. And all of those. Wham, oh, wham, wham. Whee! You know, and that's it's kind of one of the other things too. Like, you see stuff going through this monorail all the time, but like, who's loading the stuff? Who's going out and getting the stuff to put on there? Yeah, I don't know. I really don't. But, you know, when the entire world revolves around getting the likes from, you know, everybody and their brother and sister, well, then those likes, Lou's likes are important too, even though I will die on the hill that the BB that I have is not Lou. Where's the next monorail thing? Right there. There's that piece. Next one is there. Of course, I feel like it would have been... I didn't want that. But okay. I feel like it would have been faster to just go from there to there, rather than, you know, out over the water. But okay.
Snack. You're mine.
Well, there's the inventor. I wonder if the monorail system goes to him. If I can get off the monorail there. So that would be why this particular region, though, because I assumed it was the mines, but apparently it's the inventor. And I'm picking up a bunch of shit for him. Viscous rubber.
You're mine. Gotcha.
That is true. I can do that. Nope, I wanted to add more to that. Well, it doesn't go directly to his place. But, I mean, theoretically, I can drop off of it. Well, I guess... Can I go swimming? We're gonna find out if I can go swimming. Objects such as vehicles will gradually sink into this swamp, as well as Sam himself.
I'm gonna get dragged under if I don't do something.
I don't think I'm gonna make it. Woo! I made it. Put your back into it. Now, if you don't connect to my network, I'm probably gonna, like, never deliver a damn thing to you again. I will throw your shit into the tar.
Weapons detected. Be advised that
Risked my life to get here. Now, Sam's looking awfully burnt.
What business brings you to my doorstep? Wait,
Your own shit?
are you carrying some cargo that got washed away after the quake? I'll need a moment to process and confirm. Well, where on earth did you find this? I'd given up on ever seeing it. You, sir, are a good man. You're bringing people into the chiral network.
Now you better invent some good shit. You know, the thing is, though, I can drop off the monorail, but how do I get... I don't know if I can get back on the monorail, so... Yeah, I could get to this guy by the monorail, but I don't think I'd be able to get back on the monorail from here. That would be a problem. Not with me, no, but I could probably fabricate one at this dude's place. That's a hell of an idea.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Look at that stance. That form. It's perfect.
I think this could prove useful to you. Try it and see if you agree.
The otter hat makes an appearance in this game, too. Hood shaped like an otter and designed using all the inventor's intelligence and know-how. Wearing the hood makes you feel like an otter, greatly improving your swimming abilities. When equipped, Sam will automatically pull the hood over his head during periods of timefall or while swimming. So I suppose that would help me swim back to shore.
I call this an otter hood. It's an original invention of my very own. Put it on, and you'll find you can float in the water as happily as an otter. You'll never be at risk of drowning ever again. It's guaranteed to make you feel like a born swimmer, which, given the recent flooding, is great for people like me who can't swim at all. I'll bet you could find some use for it too, in your line of work.
I know all about otter hoods.
That's so. Someone else already went and made the same thing. Well, I just think otters are wonderful. You like them too, don't you? Despite being mammals, these adorable mustelids lived
That's great.
floating on the surface in becoming an otter. That's why So, if someone else out there had the same... Anyway, if you don't have those saying that,
Bye.
thanks, and come back again soon.
Order completed. Well done.
I suppose.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
I am curious, though, to see if the floating carrier will work for this.
It's a pleasure to have you.
And actually, you've got resources I can steal. So I'm going to do that.
Floating carriers.
I mean, yeah, only one way to find out. That's for damn sure.
get a move on.
Oh, it almost worked. He just has nothing to push off with. Which, you know, negative review on Steam, there'd be resistance in the tar. But fine.
You're sinking, dumbass.
Oh, well, this otter hood ain't helping me do a damn thing right now. I figured this otter hood would help me get back over here, but I guess not. Liar. Either way, I got him on the damn network. That's all I was trying to do. You know, let's take a moment though. Just for a second. Well, I guess I can't zoom in far enough. Maybe I can. Sam's nose and cheeks be looking crispy. Talking about burnt.
You're mine.
Trying to remember how to launch cargo. I didn't want to pick that up.
Look down.
I didn't want to pick that up either. I did have that order, though. I don't remember the destination for this one, though. Either way, I can just drop lost cargo at any location and get a couple likes for it at least.
Snack.
feel like I'll drain my battery down if I do that. Cross that again, so...
Okay.
Guess let's go on foot. Seriously? Thought this otter hood was supposed to be great.
Thank goodness.
Or maybe that's the design. Maybe I'm supposed to do that. Either way, I hate it.
That was close.
Yeah, I think that was the Great Otter Hood.
Stretch my legs.
Wait, can I zip from... That's dope. Wait, does that mean I can get on at, like, any of these support beams? Or is it only, like, these ones? I feel like it's only these ones. Either way, that's neat. I like the fact that it's not just a monorail, it's also a zip line. That's really cool. And I like how he's actually got a thing attached to his suit now, rather than just dangling from his wrist. That's sweet. I wonder if they did that specifically so you could still use the monorail lines, like, in between, like, if it's not connected to another destination, you can still partially use it. Yeah, in the first one, he would just dangle from his cufflink. Like the little handcuff thing that he had instead of... Because he didn't have a ring, he had, like, the handcuff thing. And so he would just dangle from that, right by the wrist. We'll give our battery a quick recharge.
Patched up and good to go.
Okay, I already see another monorail thing here. So I might as well just hit this one before I start my next order. Oh, that went real far. Well, I don't know where the next one goes, but I'm sure I'll use it at some point. I could probably... You know what? Since I still have a shit ton of resins and special alloys that I picked up for this purpose, I might as well just see if the, you know, the next one is nearby and just use what I got while I have it, rather than find somewhere to store it or carry it around with me forever. I feel like it would be beneficial to just take the time to build some of this now. Yeah, what about him? What the hell is that shit? And it looks like they all take either 100 or 400 crystals, 640 resins, and 720 special alloys. So, it's like, I've got a good amount of this stuff. I might as well use it, and then, yeah, I might be able to get some use for it later. Oh, we got more floating jellyfish. Uh-oh. BTs. It's probably just for that thing. Or the jellyfish. I guess my vehicle gun will just do that work for me. Cool.
Okay.
Shoot, I might be able to make it all the way to the next, like, major area before I get to it. That would come in handy. Well, and I'm going to be out of resins. And I don't think that's going to quite get me all the way. All I've got left is... $40 resins. That's it. And it looks like the next... Looks like the next terminal was over here somewhere, so... Yeah, it'll be not quite all the way there, but worst case scenario, I just take, the monorail from here all the way to here by zip line, and then walk the rest of the way, and then make another vehicle there. So that's a thing. I should have enough battery to make it back. Actually, who are you? The Dowser. Is there any lost cargo nearby? Nope. Okay. Well, we'll just head back then. And it looks like I could potentially just go maybe right over. Take that Skyrim route, you know? It looks like these areas that, like obviously I'm not supposed to be in this area yet, you know, way over here because I haven't connected it to the network, but it's, like, completely barren. There's no, you know, random loot or anything. You know, it doesn't look like there's really any, I mean, this might just be the area of the map, too, but it's like, because I haven't connected this to the network, there's just nothing here. Rampies. Should have did an X up. Next time. For sure next time.
Still out working hard after dark. Appreciate the dedication.
Somebody's got to do the work.
Seriously? Are you really giving us all of this? I don't know what to say. It's thanks to you that we're in a position to share this data.
Combat power gloves.
Give it a look.
Approaching an enemy from behind allows you to deliver an especially potent electrical shock. These gloves also provide additional protection when blocking and improve your climbing ability. They unleash a flurry of powerful strikes effective against mechs. They are also capable of charged attacks that can electrocute enemies. Neat.
Bet you could use more materials, no?
Now display your current portal grade.
This schematic is slip them on, and you find you hit harder than ever before. They also have a function that lets you harness energy before delivering a devastating electrical area attack. Any enemies caught in the surge will absorb a concentrated electrical charge, resulting in massive damage. So even if you encounter foes with formidable defenses, now, as an added benefit, they'll also improve your ability to keep your balance and climb, which should make a difference in your delivery work. Using them will see that you don't run out. We don't intend to stop our so you can look for...
Order completed.
Okay.
Well done.
Well, let's go, just put all of this in our private locker. Instead of recycling the materials, I'm going to put it in my private locker. That way their own materials have more room to build up. And yeah, you can deal with that.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated.
Rescue the Dowser's friend from the armed survivalist.
Hey Sam, Charlie here. This order is a hostage rescue operation. The target for extraction is this man. He was conducting a search in a mining region when communications abruptly ceased. He went there at the behest of the Dowser, who resides at the next facility you need to link up. Take heed that the mine in question is currently under the control of the armed survivalists, a faction whose members have no reservations about using lethal force and should be considered a serious threat. To make matters worse, some of them have been observed wearing armor as well as active skeletons. Such enemies will possess increased mobility and defensive capabilities. It would therefore be prudent to bring equipment to counter these advantages. There's no telling how much longer they'll keep the hostage alive. Moreover, saving him may help us to pursue future objectives in this region and beyond. Regardless, this is a matter of life and death for the Dowser's friend. Give your preparations all due consideration. He's counting on you, Sam.
Well, I've got my my gun on my my guy. I've got my handgun and my assault rifle. I will take one of these with me, just in case. I will also take these. And we'll roll with that. Pretty confident I can get by with just that. Considering the Magellan is right here, I might as well recharge my battery again before I head out. Why build a generator and use resources for that when I can just get a fresh battery right over here? Oh, you think that's funny, me getting hurt? Uh-huh.
Nice repair job. She's practically sparkling.
You know what? Just to be on the safe side, I think I'm going to add 2 more batteries to this and bring a PCC with me. Just in case. You know what? Since it doesn't look like I can put cargo on these things anyway, I might as well just fill it up with batteries and just get that over with. Because I was thinking maybe you could attach cargo to those, but at one point my truck did get full and there was no cargo strapped to the side of it. So, yeah, we're just going to do that. Look at that battery. It's like I always try to travel light in this game so I have the ability to pick up more stuff, but also paranoid about possibly running out of stuff. And honestly, I think the sticky cannon's going to irritate me more than anything else because it's picking up stuff I don't want to pick up. Like, just because it's there pick upable doesn't mean I want it picked up. And it won't pick up the things I do want, like the crystals. Negative review on Steam. I could have done it better. I'll write a college thesis about how I could have done this game better than, you know, somebody who's been developing games since before I was born. Although I will get this filtration equipment up here, though, because I'm going to the dowser anyway. Yeah, he's out of touch with modern games and what modern gamers and what we want. You know what I'm talking about.
That's the way. Definitely not alone.
As much as Dollman irritates me, what are we dealing with?
Time to shine.
So, okay, so there's a tunnel there. You know what? Oh, and I think there's a guy, yep, there.
Okay, Sam, heads up. And we're back.
Got a gun on my vehicle. We're going to see how it goes. Because, yeah, it just says rescue him from the armed survivalist. Doesn't say I can't be spotted or anything else. So, this ain't Metal Gear as much as people want it to be. Mobile yelling gun. That's right. Well. Electric shock took that out. Took care of that. Took care of my vehicle. Headshot. right. You better run. Fine, I'll come get you then. Over the edge, damn it. Thought these guys are supposed to be like, you know, heavily armed and dangerous and shit. I'm shooting rubber bullets at him, my guy. That slide down the conveyor belt was pretty dope, though. It's like, yep, I just did a 5-0 grind with a off-roader. All right. You done messed up now. Ah, there you are. Damn it, I was hoping I could GTA this thing. He's GTAing me, though. Take that, Mr. the Man. And let me guess, you're going to be the equivalent of worthless. And I'm going to have to carry you. And then as soon as we get to where we're going, you're going to walk.
Rescue appears to be unconscious. Place him in a protective bag and get him to safety. All right, time to take our ailing friend to the Dowser shelter. We just need to figure out how to get over these mountains first.
Seriously? All fine. I'll offload you here then. Enemy base neutralized.
Look, that one.
300 crystals, 400 metals, and 320 ceramics. That's it?
Snag it.
I think I have that, actually. Let's build a road! I think I literally picked up what I need to build that section. From right here.
That's the way.
Why not? Screw it. Hey, bud, you just hanging out back there? Are your legs sore? Do you want me to carry you? Well, there's our first road section. Oh, you know what? It was 100% worth it because I got a trophy. And I'm even going to give myself a like.
This one's for you.
I don't know who the pizza chef is, but that ain't me. Yeah, that's a pretty decent section of road. For, you know, what little resources I put into it. Actually, you know what? We're going to stay on the road for a minute and go under the tunnel. Oh, the Twin Valley Mine. What can I get out of this? Special alloys. Oh, to restore it, I need special alloys. Well, I ain't going to restore it then. I would like to think that, but that's not the case. 'Cause where was it? Yeah, over here. Like, 2,700 metals, 2,800 ceramics, 1,650 crystals, 2,750, 2,800, 1,000. $1,500, 800, 500, 1,000. Yeah. Wow! Never mind!
Snag it.
Wonder how much that section takes. 1,000, 2,300, and 2,500. It's like they bait you with this one. You know, I'm not even gonna lie. That section of road that I built is very likely to be the only section of road I build in this playthrough. You awake yet, my guy? Because if you're sleeping through that shit, they did a number on you. Wake up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You ready? You ready? X up! That jump wasn't quite as epic as the last one, but I gave it the old college try. I'm going to boost now because I feel like the DHV Magellan should probably be right behind me as soon as I connect to the network. And if not, I do have a PCC. Right? And it's called Give Up. No, I'm not going to give up. That X-Up was awesome. Okay? We don't give up after some epic shit like that.
Almost there.
Good day, Sam. Drawbridge for Central Station. Welcome, Sam. Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised.
Even got you your filtration unit back. You know, I was expecting him to put him on that little cargo elevator. Woke up long enough to give me a like. Woohoo.
Ah, there you are. Thank goodness. And you saved my friend, too. Give me a moment to take stock. Wow, he looks as healthy as ever, despite having been held captive in enemy territory. That's amazing.
Oh, he's healthy. He can't walk.
You must have a keen eye to... There's something special about you. I can tell. I think you might be just the person I've been looking for. This was meant to be. I can feel it. Bring me online with your Cupid.
You know, I do kind of miss the whole, like, shortest route bonus. I kind of miss that a little bit. PCC level 2. I'm guessing I'm going to be able to build zip lines here pretty quick. Yep, there it is, because I saw one on the map. Laughed harder at that than you should have. What did you laugh at? And boost skeleton. Okay.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Carrier handling boost. Boost the floating carrier's maneuverability when ridden. Okay. Neat.
So, I'm a part of the chiral network now, am I? You can't even begin to imagine how much this is going to benefit my work. As thanks, I've shared the schematic for a level 2 PCC.
Oh, yeah.
I sense you'll need to build
Whoa.
alternate structures to deal with the obstacles you can encounter from here on out. For instance, this more advanced PCC will allow you to fabricate zip lines. And this zip line's design is even better than the one you used back
Oh?
in UCA.
How so?
I also have another gift to share. A schematic for a boost skeleton. Throw it on and it'll allow you to carry heavy cargo with relative ease. And prepare to be amazed when you give it a boost. You'll run faster than ever and jump even farther too. That's a signature feature. It also has shock absorbers that reduce the damage you take from a big drop. But don't forget that boosting consumes battery power, so make sure you've got enough for when you need to rely on these features. Oh, and in case you're wondering, that friend of mine you rescued is doing well. His condition is stable and he's just catching up on some sleep. I can't thank you enough for getting him out. Like the old design, this zipline enables an individual to travel quickly between two anchors. However, you'll find it offers greater comfort and freedom of movement to the rider. Also, the lines themselves can now curve ever so slightly if necessary, which makes zipping around more viable in areas with plentiful obstacles. You see, even if I know where the thing I'm searching for is, it doesn't mean I can get there. That's why I've been looking into tools like this to facilitate travel. And with any luck, I'll have more solutions like this to share in the near future.
Slightly curved zip lines and
There's another
maneuverability.
request I'd like to send your way, but I'll need a little more time to get everything in order. I'm still in the middle of processing the item my friend recovered before he got captured. So, I hope you don't mind waiting. I hate to inconvenience you, especially since I wouldn't even be able to make this request if you hadn't saved him. Oh, by the way, do you like apples? My friend brought a few back with him. It's just a shame he grabbed them before they'd fully ripened. He's got a bit of an impulsive nature, just his way. But don't worry, they'll be ready to eat soon enough. I'll send them to you then. Thank you again, Sam. I'm glad you were able
Come back to
get
the
them out.
DHV Magellan.
That group was more dangerous than your average band of hostiles. Those weapons they were carrying were state-of-the-art. You'll need to keep an eye out for them in the future. Groups like these make me nervous about letting Tomorrow spend time outside, even though she's doing better. When you return to the DHV Magellan, you should see for yourself how much progress she's made. And get some rest. You're long overdue. I'm sure Dahlman's tired too.
Order received. Well done.
Oh, that's a construction request. Well, oh, I didn't go far enough to see what I needed for the next thing there. But do you have enough? Nope, you don't have enough special alloys. I don't either. I will take the special alloys you have, though. And the resin.
I appreciate your efforts.
That's the way.
Wowzer!
tomorrow. I'm sorry, but you have to stay on board. It's too dangerous to go out by yourself. And you'll have to put on your shoes.
Look at this, Tamar. They're not quite ripe yet, but I think they might... It's okay, Tamar, really. For you.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna sleep till morning. Stop waking me up in the middle of the night, damn it.
Hey Sam, had yourself a good kip? There's something we'd like to discuss with you. Might come into the bridge for a quick chat?
Well, his face is clean. So much for the rest of them, though. Do we not do blood grenades and all that stuff anymore based off of my, my showers and everything? Because I don't see one in here.
Glad you're here. I thought both of you should have a say in this. Listen, about the girl, tomorrow. This is the spot where we picked her up. We're still reading Tarfall activity there, which means there might still be a passage to the other side. It's possible she could still use it to go back home.
You want to send her back to that hellhole?
If that's where her family is, it's where she belongs.
You've got to be kidding me.
This isn't her world. She isn't one of us. That chrysalis, we found her inside. It was filled with a fluid that contained amino acids. One's identical in structure to the kind found in tar.
I'm sorry, there are amino acids in tar? As in proteins?
Of course. How else did you think that chiral creatures could emerge from it? Or to be more accurate, be born from it? Some have even theorized that the tar is a sort of primordial soup.
Wait, are you saying that tomorrow is a chiral creature?
No, not at all. Her DNA and cellular structure prove that she's human.
Well, the world we found her in was filled with the dead. Almost like some kind of beach. But tomorrow herself is alive. She's a living human being. We should look after her here. Women and children and the weak have always been easy targets. In every conflict and disaster, we're always the first to suffer.
But even if her world is as bleak as you suspect, she may still be happier there, surrounded by the friends and family she knows and loves.
Assuming she has them.
Friends and family don't guarantee happiness. Not in the least.
I understand how you feel, but I believe she should stay with us. Sam.
I was there. I saw her home.
Sam, do you want to go back in there? Check it out for us?
We can't send her back.
All right. I'm pulling rank and making the call. She stays.
Right?
At least until things have calmed down. Understood?
His face be looking crispy.
Did you hear that just now? It came from the hall outside.
Oh, yep, there it is. Oh yeah, the first game also had piss and shit grenades. Are we going to get those in this game too? Six crystals extracted from Sam's bodily fluids. And it's healed his sunburn. Look at that. No more crispy. Connect Hartman's lab to the chiral network. We get to see Hartman again. It's after today.
She's not wearing a room terminal, so we have no way of tracking her position. And the continent is full of dangers she's never encountered.
I should mention she didn't appear to have received even a single vaccination. So I decided to repurpose the batch Denman left for Lou and gave her the full gamut. She's been immunized against just about everything, so you've got nothing to worry about on that score.
But she's still a stranger in the world that isn't her own. And I don't think she's capable of surviving out there. Not all by herself. Please, Sam. Find tomorrow for us.
And be sure to take a weapon with you, just in case. When you're ready, check the main order on the delivery terminal for more information about what to expect.
Yeah, grenades from Thrace. Yeah, the land of piss and shit. Oh, that's good. If you haven't seen Spartacus, do yourself a favor and watch all 4 seasons of Spartacus.
Sam, something worrying came to my attention while I was searching for tomorrow. There have been a few reports of mechanized belligerents in this region. You should consider them hostile if and when you come into contact. So, review your equipment loadout via the delivery terminal and make sure you're prepared for anything. Only then should you pick up the next main order.
Why do I feel like Higgs is going to be back in this one?
You find tomorrow. Let's bring her back home, Sam.
Well, I guess. Now, this lost cargo that we have, we're just going to do that.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated.
Look, Sam. Tomorrow's footprints. Why don't we see where they lead?
I'm counting.
Sam, look at that vehicle. Registered to tomorrow. She must have used it. Perhaps she was trying to make her way across the river.
I feel like we're going to have another run-in with Higgs. That's why they're telling me to be all prepared and everything. Found a photo of Tomorrow in the Magellan's logs taken just before she ran off. Looks like she took some equipment with her, so maybe she set it up somewhere. Either way, this might make it a bit easier to track her down.
Sam, I think I've got something. Check the marker I've added to your map.
That structure? I suspect Tomorrow was the one who built it.
Gotta stretch my legs.
You think Tomorrow perhaps used this rope to make her descend?
Well, let's go then. I feel like I could have just drove my truck down there instead of following these climbing anchors. I'm going back for my truck. Screw it. That was a waste.
Sam, we have found tomorrow's trail. Check the marker on your map. It may help you track her down.
Yeah. Yeah, how did she get this far on foot before somebody noticed she left?
I think tomorrow might be when we place this ladder here.
Wow, thanks for stating the obvious, my guy.
Ultra deck just moved? I don't sense any BTs. Be careful, Sam. May not be a BT, but something's out there.
Yeah, that's not weird at all. Dude's just floating in the air.
Look, Sam. A cairn. Tomorrow may have stopped here to rest and get her bearings. Our investigation's on the right track. I just know it is. Yeah!
Sam, I think we've got a lead on tomorrow's whereabouts.
Are you sure?
You'll find a new marker on your map. Use it to refine your search.
Where the hell are we even at now? I feel like she went back to the area where I found her. On gone.
Sam, we have to deal with these mechs first. We can fight tomorrow once that's done.
What the hell is a ghost blade? Well, either way, we're about to find out what a ghost blade is.
Show me what kind of man you are, Chekhov!
Take that, Mr. the Man.
Excellent work, Sam. Now then, let's see if we can learn anything of use from this jacket. It could point us in the right direction.
Oh, they wouldn't put weapons and blood bags here for no reason. Sweet.
Thank you.
I didn't have anywhere else to go.
Were you trying to find your way back?
I suppose you have friends and family there, waiting for you to come home?
I don't know.
She likes to let people talk who like to talk.
Everyone there has passed on. There's no place for the living in that world.
Tell me, am I really alive?
Well, yeah. Of course you are. Do you want to stay with us on the DHV Magellan?
But I saw how everyone was fighting because of me.
Ah, I'm sorry.
All that wasn't your fault. We're just worried about you. Wait.
I don't think I ever had a family. Do you have one?
No. Not anymore.
You miss them?
Yeah.
So, I can stay on the ship?
Thank you. You have a very special gift tomorrow. It could help us. But for that to happen, you first need to learn how to control it. Want to come work for us? You can stay on the ship as long as you like.
This is our gift to you. As long as you have it, we'll find you. No matter where you go.
Welcome to Drawbridge. To our little family. Come on, let's head inside.
That made about 99.9% of 0 cents. But it was dope, though. Howdy. Thanks for stopping by.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Alright, what do we got now? I mean, we're starting to get a little bit of personality out of these characters, but like with Fragile, of course, it's, hey, do you want to work for us? Hey, you've got a gift that we can use if you work for us.
We took the liberty of loading the vehicle you left outside onto the DHV Magellan. There's something that's been on my mind lately. You had a run-in with some mysterious mechanized assailants while searching for Tomorrow, right? Well, after comparing their data to that of the gargantuan mech Higgs summoned, I've concluded that all of these contraptions appear to operate on the same underlying technology. None of them have been fitted with remote operation modules, nor are they capable of autonomous function. They're not robots, in other words. The bloody things don't even have drivetrains or core units. They're almost like puppets with no strings. They don't require chiral network coverage to function either. Though I'll be damned if I know how that's possible. It's almost as if they're spirit-driven machines. Ghost mechs, to give them a name. I'd say it's a safe bet that there are more of these things out there.
Excellent.
So to ensure that you're prepared to face them, we've added a Ghost Mech archive to the VR weapons and combat training program.
I don't know, I think I did just fine.
Access it to check out the data we've collected regarding these mechs so far. Anyway, next up you'll be disembarking to go and connect Hartman's research facility to the network. He's an old mate of yours, I understand. Once you've made your preparations, access the Dowser's delivery terminal to get underway. Of course, the DHV Magellan can take you directly to the Dowser's shelter if you like. So if that's your preference, go ahead and give us the order to head there.
Well, where are we now? Oh, up there. Okay. Yeah. Alright, yeah, I guess let's do this one. Yeah, if you looked around, my guy, how was any of this possible? Yeah.
Dad! Mom! This way.
Well, I guess I didn't need all of these weapons. So let's go ahead and so give me these resins and special alloys back. I will take those, just in case. Where did my handgun go? Oh, there it is. It's still in my handgun holster. Okay. Take all the resins you have. And all the special alloys I can get from here. I think it was like... Wish I knew how many of these monorail... How much this monorail thing took. Because I only need to build that one more piece to connect this to... Like, right here. Well, let's head to the Google machine. Screw it. 640 resin, 720 special alloys. So that's 320, 480, 540. So I'm 100 resin short. Does the dowser have... No, I already took your resins. Well, maybe I'll find the extra resins that I need while I'm just out in a boot.
restricted inside facility grounds.
Rock samples. Defeat all floating BTs in the area. That one would actually probably be fairly easy because I could just use my my mounted vehicular yelling gun. Deliver tar magnetite to Hartman's lab. Alright, let's go.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Oh, there is a zip line down there already.
You know, Sam, I'm so relieved that Tamara was unharmed. She must have been terribly nervous, trying to brave an unfamiliar world. But she's safe now, thanks to you, Sam. And now we have to show the girl that we're equipped to take care of her. That the DHV Magellan is a place she shouldn't be afraid to return to. A place that she can go home.
Well, I suppose I can get the special alloys and everything from Hartman's lab. Because I'm guessing from Hartman's lab, which is way over there. Oh, I assume these were going to be in two different locations. I assumed there'd be a chiral network spot there, and then another one for Hartman's lab, but I guess not. Well, let's just head to Hartman's lab then. Oh, that's another mine facility, that's why. From a distance, I thought it was like another distribution center. I needed resins, not special alloys, but I will take those anyways.
That one. Snag it.
We're just going for a stroll on the beach right now. In Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
nagging.
Now it's crystal clear. The promise we made when we drowned in the sea. When I found your reflection in my life. Don't you remember? The eyes of your future is looking for you to tell. Made me crystal clear. Something I couldn't make sure of before. When I found your reflection in my night. When I found your reflection in my night. Even though I cannot see you,
Just a bit further now.
your heart is healed. If you find that you miss me, always look at the sun that rises and the moon that rises in the evening.
2 inhabitants, huh? Who you hanging out with, Hartman?
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery.
Thank you for your service. Proceeding to order confirmation.
Guess Hartman don't even want to talk to me.
Is above average. Your assistance is appreciated. Please use your qubit to initiate a network connection.
So I wonder who Hartman's hanging out with and how he ended up in Australia. Like, did he go through the gate first? Like, I have questions. Extra battery. Cool. A jump ramp. It's something right now. Thanks for stopping by. It's I thoroughly enjoyed the first one, and this one is I mean, it's not bad by any means, but see, this was another thing I didn't like about online. These jump ramps were everywhere. Safe house, remember those? Like, it's not a bad game by any means, but I am struggling to enjoy it as much as I did the first one. Which is kind of funny because, you know, this game was, you know, regarded as, you know, has been getting pretty much universal praise. But I'm like, the first one was great. Y'all just didn't play that one. And I feel like this game was catered more towards people that never played the first one.
Connection to chiral network established. Condition assessed as good. Thank you for your service.
What the hell, Hartman?
Greetings, Sam. This is the President. Once again, you've done it. The northwestern part of the Australian continent has been successfully connected to the chiral network. As a result, the probability of a new plate gate manifesting on this continent has significantly increased.
Oh, I'm sure it'll
As
make
for
it there
what comes
eventually.
Next, I believe a drawbridge ally is stationed at this facility. By strengthening your bonds, I have no doubt you will be able to accomplish even greater feats. So don't let me keep you. Your friend is waiting.
I mean, from a gameplay standpoint, it's a lot like the first one, so if you enjoyed the gameplay of the first one, you should enjoy the gameplay of this one, potentially even more so than the first one. But for me, story is always in the front seat.
Well done.
the story is the most important part for me, and the gameplay is secondary. So that's where a lot of my opinion with a game comes from, because I feel like if the story, if I can't get invested into the story, to me it doesn't matter how good the gameplay is. You know, because it's like, yeah, you can have fun driving around and doing all these other things, but what's the purpose of doing it? You know, if there's no, like, good purpose and good reason for Sam to be doing all of these things, then I just have a harder time enjoying the gameplay, because, you know, it's like, what is the point? You know, that's just how I've always looked at games. If the story's good, I want to play more of it to find out what's going to happen.
Please proceed inside. Administering shock. Stand clear.
Dude don't even lay down anymore. Just drops dead while he's standing.
Reference frame confirmed. UB coordinates are L 47.37, B plus 6.32.
Hartman.
What's with those glasses, bro? I guess.
You're looking well, Sam. Thank you for coming. Oh. It's been a while.
Ticker still holding up?
Thanks to this support unit, I can flatline anytime, anywhere, without worry. No need for beds and the like either. I can sleep standing up.
No joke, I've thought about getting one of those like chairs that straps to your legs so I can just sit down at work. just piss off my the management at work, sitting down while I'm at work.
I am. They're a large part of the reason I came to this place.
That looks like the mountain range from where his first lab was in the first game.
I've been rather unkind to my heart. You might say I'm on the verge of heartbreak. Still, it's a small price to pay for mapping the beach. And now that my work here is complete, I can accompany you all on your journey. Oh, we undertook the beach mapping program to help determine the most efficient strategy for linking up Australia. While near Death, I traversed the beach and provided location data to APAS, which it used to build a database. Oh, APAS was my partner in this, you see. I also collected water samples from the various beaches I visited, which I duly deposited in the form of my own tears. Apparently, the water somehow circulates between them and the world of the living. The samples were required to study the phenomenon.
Huh. This is the first I've heard of it. I didn't think this was your field.
Oh, it isn't. Far from it. I collected the samples for the benefit of a collaborator. In the process, I placed a greater strain on my heart. But it's nothing to worry about. Like it or not, they all wear out, sooner or later.
You sure you're okay? good in there?
Sure.
Is that all you're gonna take?
Yes. Everything I need is already stored on the DHV Magellan. This here is my insurance. Well then, shall we go to the DHV Magellan?
Whoa.
Please take good care of him, okay?
Sure. Sure thing. There has been several times throughout this game where I just went, sure, okay, yep, got it. What I'm getting, I have no idea, but just okay and move on without question, because if I start questioning things, we have problems. Since coming to Australia and starting the beach mapping project, Hartman has noticed that the tears he sheds after reviving here have changed composition. Analysis has revealed these tears contain water from the very beach his soul last visited. It seems that Hartman's Ka is using his physical Ha in some way, and that these tears are the waste product of that process. He suspects this is somehow connected to the way water circulates between the beach and the surface of the world. Repeated deaths have caused permanent changes to Hartman's body, but they have also allowed him to come closer than ever to unraveling the mysteries of the beach. Now, there we go.
That was a close one.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and take these, and these. That's all I need to build the next section of the monorail. And I guess Hartman just walked.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Ah, Sam. You're the last to arrive. And now we're all here. Let's get to it. Recently, I received a number of strange mails that were apparently sent to me by none other than myself. And Fragile has been receiving similar communications too. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I got a few about Lou's records.
It goes without saying, I did not, in fact, send them. It's all very distressing and gave me palpitations. An especially concerning mail reached me not long ago. Attached were some highly sensitive UCA documents on BBs and chiral communications technology, including classified records of the BBs who were sacrificed to build the foundation of the chiral network. These extraordinary children were the catalyst required for the network to route data through the beach. They served as a bridge between the beach and our world. Hence, the Bridge Baby moniker. They were originally intended for the sole purpose of sustaining the chiral network. I'd like to discuss the implications of these records in my possession, but before that, I can tell you how Bridge Babies were developed in more detail, if you wish.
Yeah, sure. Whatever context we can get on this ridiculous shit, the better.
R&D commenced shortly after Death Stranding was first observed. The inciting incident having occurred during the performance of...
Okay, so this is just
cesarean
recapping what
section
happened in the first one.
to save the child of a brain-dead mother. But perhaps the rest should be explained by someone who remembers the period. If you're willing to indulge me.
I can't speak with any authority, but if you insist. When the obstetrician touched the fetus during the procedure, it's said they glimpsed the beach. Subsequent research revealed that the unborn children of still mothers possessed a special connection to the place. While communications utilizing the beach had been theorized, the framework was incomplete. These children proved to be the missing link. Afterwards, development of the chiral network began in earnest, or so I'm told.
Wait, I have a question.
Thank you, Sam.
What about when I was putting Mexico on the grid? Or my work in Australia? Have I been condemning kids this whole time?
Worry not, Sam. The new Cupid model does not require a human catalyst. You can be assured of that.
Bridget was president when this all began, and she wouldn't permit women to be deliberately rendered brain-dead in order to produce BBs. But the Bridges researchers were not deterred, and they pressed on with their plan in spite of the president's misgivings. To secure test subjects, it seems Bridges smuggled pregnant women into the country from Mexico, among other places. Consequently, they were able to produce the BBs needed to make the chiral network a reality. And 4 years ago, the first Bridges expedition embarked on their journey. This is what I received from the sacrificial BBs. Including backups, a total of 10 units were prepped for integration, but only 9 were used to lay the foundations of the North American network. I attempted to ascertain the whereabouts of the 10th, to no avail. But as drawbridge, we should have a higher security clearance than me personally. Just to be prudent, would you mind running a search?
I bet it's BB-28.
As Deadman determined, there was another BB-28 that existed before Lou, which was decommissioned. Fragile later discovered that, 4 years ago, Lou was assigned BB-28 serial number, and for reasons unknown, placed into storage. Now, the first expedition also set off 4 years ago, and they could surely have made use of another functional BB unit, yet again, for reasons unknown, Lou remained in storage. So did they have other plans for Lou? Was Lou deemed unsuitable for sacrifice? Or was Lou excluded from the mission for some other reason?
Like what?
Cardiac arrest imminent. 30 seconds remaining.
Not finding anything here. All the official records claim BB-28 was decommissioned. That's it. There's also nothing to suggest a connection between the missing BB and Lou.
Still, we know for a fact that they played a part in the first BB experiments. So we have to ask the question, did Lou play one too?
3, 2, 1.
Again, we just say okay and continue on. I think it said there was 17 episodes in this game, so at 7, I'm not quite halfway yet.
I hope I didn't wake you, Sam. I have some news that I wish to share. A schematic for a marvelous device has been added to the Level 2 portable chiral constructor. It's called a transponder. Once you've built 2 or more in separate locations, you'll be able to travel between them instantaneously by way of the beach. The forensic mapping of which made this breakthrough possible. Safe houses and large facilities such as distribution centers have already been outfitted with transponders. You should make the most of them.
So in other words, they just made fast travel even easier.
We have another assignment for you to attend to. Head to Hartman's lab and access the delivery terminal to pick up this main order.
Well, this seems like a good spot to call it a night. Let's see here. I did manage to link up the Dowser, Hartman's lab, and the Inventor today. So, made a decent, let's see, so we've got this location and that location. So I have 3 more locations linked up. So, made a little bit of progress there. Finished up episode 6. Built a decent amount of this monorail system. And I'll actually be able to finish the monorail to this mine. So, I'll actually have 3 or 4. So there's be 1, 2, 3, 4 connected monorail sections. And actually, you know what? The Dowser's pretty close to this one. I have the resources now to finish it. Why don't I just do that real quick before I call it a night? That way I don't have to worry about that Sunday. That'll only take me a minute, and I can completely finish up that monorail section. But again, we're getting teeny tiny tidbits of information. Is all we're getting. And just like with the first game, I've said it a bunch of times. Hold on.
What kind of cargo?
I have to smuggle them in.
Now, who was that?
But I've told several people that the first game, I think, misleads you and confuses you by design. And so obviously it would make sense for this one to do the same. So we're not going to get any real answers about anything for quite some time yet, I don't think. And, well, Hideo Kojima always has, you know, a decent story to be told. But, you know, this one and the first one, you gotta let him cook a while. You know, even the Metal Gear games had really solid plot twists by the end of it. So obviously we're going to have some sort of major plot twist at some point. That's pretty much guaranteed. You know, some big aha revelation. We just got to keep plugging along until we get there. But at least in this one, you know, in this particular stream, Sam had a little bit of dialogue finally. Sam actually is asking questions and, you know, raising concerns and, you know, stuff like that. Not just being like, okay, you want me to do this? All right, let's go. Okay, where to next? All right, let's go. Seriously? You're joking, right? I have to restore the mines in order for the monorail to actually connect all the way to it.
No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
So I need 640 resins and 1,200 special alloys. What is that? 400 resins short and 240 special alloys short. Fine. Take it! I guess if anything, when I get around to it, I could always just hop on the monorail and zip line, you know, maybe all the way back here. They ain't got shit for special alloys or resins because I already poached those. I can get plenty of special alloys for here if I want to trade my crystals for it. Yeah, the inventor ain't got much. Distribution center's getting a little bit. Let's see, I needed 400 resins and 240 alloys, so I can actually get the resin or the special alloys from the inventor, or no, distribution center. I can get that, but it's the resins I need 400 more of, and I ain't gonna get that from anywhere right now. Well, I could get it from the musician. So I suppose at some point I should go back to these locations and raid everything that they got. But let's make our way back to the Magellan so we can call it a night. Grim, remind everybody what you got coming up Thursday night, because I know you're doing something cool Thursday night, and then you've also made an announcement on something after that. So is this game you're going to be playing Thursday night, is that going to be a full game playthrough or a one-off? Full playthrough tomorrow night of the operative No One Lives Forever. And what you got coming up after that? Because I saw a post about that earlier today. don't know why I got hiccups now. Once you get through that one, the next 2 playthroughs, I will finally be getting to The Last of Us 1 and 2. Did you see that they just released, I think, an update for one of those games, or both of those games, where it's like a chronological order mode or something like that? Are you aware of that? Because typically when you and I do series playthroughs, we every once in a while like to play them in, well, chronological order. I don't know what that means for The Last of Us Part 1 and 2, because I've never played either one of those games. I don't know anything about them. But I am interested in seeing that, though. And that the operative No One Lives Forever. I'm interested to see that, too. That sounds like it could be a fairly interesting game, and one that I didn't even know existed. So, I'm looking forward to that. So we'll be hanging out with Grim tomorrow night at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then I will be back here again Sunday night for Part 5 of Death Stranding 2. Grim, Teufel, thanks for hanging... Thanks for hanging out with me for a while. Part 1 also has a DLC that was added in, and the remake as a prequel chapter as well. Didn't know that either. So that'll be cool to see. But that's going to be it for me. Right up there will be a subscribe button, and over there in that corner will be a playlist for my entire Death Stranding 2 playlist. I also have a playlist that you can find that has my entire Death Stranding 1 playthrough in it, if you're interested in checking that out. I'm going to go before this gets worse. So thanks for hanging out with me today, guys, and until next time, stay suave.